It's my first vlog and I'm so excited. I wanted to do vlogs for so long, just little kind of videos about like new projects or like little tutorials and stuff like that for tiny owl knits, and it's been a long time coming, but finally today woke up, it was in the stars, and it happened. So one of the main reasons why I wanted to sort of start with this, don't peek, it's a secret, is because I've had this project that I've been working on for a year, and to be fair, I put it down for like a month or two and it's still working on its way, but it's a really good summer project that I can't wait to show you. So it's called the Beekeepers Quilt, and it looks like this. Okay, it's not a quilt yet, it's more of a pad. But it is made of a million quadrillion billion little tiny hexagon, puffy, smushy, squishy, lushy. Don't eat your hexapuffs. I kind of call them hexapuffs, even though I don't know why that kind of name just evolved, because they're so squishy. But I just started putting them together. I had a goal of doing, I think something like 3 billion. I didn't make the goal of 3 billion. I'm still at sort of something like 500. And I was working it out like, I need to do one a day, and they take me about 30. I'm down to actually about 30 minutes now per one. But, oh shoot, I wish I could show you these. Here's all the ones. Squishy, squishy. They're made of sock wool, and I love the idea of making a sock wool blanket, but it always has that like curly edge kind of thing, and there's always that question about what to do with the back. Are you going to line it? Are you not? Are you going to put fabric on the back? Are you going to knit a huge piece of straight stuff with, do you know what I mean, stockinette stitch? Are you going to stockinette stitch a quilt? I don't know. I don't think so. So I kind of came up with the idea to make little pockety, honeycomby little thingies and stuff them with polyfill. So my neighbor can actually hear me. That's how close people live in England. And they already think I'm crazy, but now they know it for sure. So I have, do you want to see the basket? Oh, don't you want to just sleep in it? I've got some that I started embroidering, like little, do you want to know how long this took to do? I averaged probably about one a day. I think there's something like 365, 370. I'm not sure. I'm going to put it in the pattern. But they're so fun to do because they're little and tiny, and after you get done with one, you have that sense of like, I want to find a cool one. Oh yeah. You have that sense. I did some with Kid Silk Haze, of course. You have that like sense of completion, like it just makes you feel good, and then you're like, what? I did another one? No big deal. And it just makes you happy. But anyway, so this is, as they also sometimes injure you, this is a really good project to do, I think, in the summer, because you've just got sort of like your DPNs and your little ball of sock wool, and you just go to town and you make them, and they're tiny, and you're making pieces. This is the little bag that I took around with me all the time. Well, actually, it was all kinds of different bags, but all you need in there is a little bit of polyfill. That's my neighbor. He's like making the Taj Mahal #2 in his backyard, and I mean, he's been like, I don't even know. My problem is I'm always in the middle, and I'm sure this is everyone's problem, like in the middle of a gigantic project where I'm about to like do the sleeves or do something confusing, and so like having this little buddy with ya all year, you're just like, what? I need a project. I'm going to go somewhere where I have to sit there and I can't take anything smart, so just grab your little hexapuffs, chuck them in your purse, and then you always have your little project with you. And like I took little skeins of Jameson, little skeins of koi goo. I use lots of koi goo. And then you can make like maybe 12 out of that. So that's quite a good amount of knitting. So if you take your little polyfill chunk, and I kept my DPNs in my little gnome. He's a little saggy right now. Oh, that problem. That's from French Kiss. I don't know if you've seen that movie. If you haven't, you should, because Kevin McLean's amazing in it. But anyway, I just took that with me, and then you just have your little project on the go, and then at the end, you have your beekeeper's quilt. And it's really actually fun. I know this sounds weird, but it's fun to like have your little like basket and then be like, because they don't just kind of go in. You can't, maybe you can put them anywhere. Maybe I'm being too over perfectionist, but then you're like, where does this one go? Like, there, and you know, he finds his little family. See, I like to put reds next to purples, and I like to put purples next to yellows. And then I went ahead and embroidered some little flowers on some of them because it's the beekeeper's quilt, because they look like honeycombs. Do you get it? Honeycombs? Eh? Sorry, I had to stop because my neighbor started hammering monkeys or something. I don't know what he's doing over there. But anyway, I'm going to be putting the pattern out really soon. Or it's probably already out if you're watching this. I went and, as long as I had to pause anyway, I got my favorite ones out. That's my favorite. I'm definitely going to put this chart in the pattern because I love that one so much. And that one, well, I mean, that's not that exciting, but I put little stripes in some of them. I wanted really quickly to talk about cat hair, koigu, and why I did most of it in koigu with a little bit bigger needle than koigu is normally done with, because normally you do it sort of sock wool tension, and I did it with, I think, 3 or 4 maybe, so that each stitch has its own color. I did these little flecked ones, and I love it because it looks kind of like Monet. It's kind of impressionistic, and that was kind of fun. But anyway, oh, now he's sawing probably people in half. Ooh, wouldn't that be like an amazing, like, puffy, like, what? Couture shawl collar? Someone please do that and wear it and be like, and then when you walk, you gotta be like, I'm wearing a quilt on my shoulder. I'm couture. Anyway, I can't make this too much longer. Did I embroider both sides? No, only once. Am I going to? I don't know. My idea about the embroidery is that after the quilt is finished and I'm sitting with it on my lap stretched out, 4 foot by 5 foot, all 100, it's like a magician over there. I hope you can put her back together. He's sawing, I don't know if you can hear it. Anyway, as it's laying on my lap sort of thing, laying, lying, sitting, resting, spread out, I'm gonna like decide where the little flowers should go. Maybe I'll put some on. I want to put a little bee on there somewhere. I actually still have, I think, 12 more honeycombs to make. Honeycomb, hexapuff, whatever you want to call it. I think I'm gonna call them honeycombs because hexapuff is just something weird that evolved. I love it. Oh yeah, I forgot. I stuffed them with lavender as well, which I don't know if that's a good idea, because I don't know if this is like a family heirloom, which I'm sure it will be. And then you wash it, like little. What happens when you wash lavender? At your own risk, mix up this stuff, probably cotton, whatever you want to call it, with a bit of lavender or lavender oil, and then maybe more like real actual lavender. So some of them actually, some of the older ones especially, they make you relax because they're stuffed. I hope you guys have fun, and it'd be fun to do like a honeycomb along and just like have like a honeycomb drop and then like write like, oh, I've done, 20 or I've done 30 or whatever like that. And then we can like track each other's progress on it and stuff. I always wanted to do a knit along. I know there's like a few knit alongs going along in the Tiny Owl group right now on Ravelry, but I don't know, this is a good one to kind of put in your bag and carry around for the year. Started it in July, like in July, July 7th, like the 4th of July weekend last year, and it's now the 24th of July today. Anyway, Beekeeper's Quilt. Thanks for watching.